See my can y'all see my live? Are we good now? Let me know, ladies. I don't know what was going on with my internet. We are not doing this tonight. Let me know if y'all can see me. Here. We live. All right. Hey, Shirley. Excuse me. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Raquel. My client is here. All right. Good. Hopefully we don't have any issues with the connection. So give me just a second. Is the connection good, y'all? She said everything is good. All right. So I'm going to shuffle the music. Y'all give me just a little bit of time so I can shuffle the cards, get everything cleansed. All right. Why it seems like every time I do your readings, I be wanting to drink? So I'm going to drink a little bit of wine. Hi, Dimples. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. She said my people love to drink. Yeah, because every single time I do your reading, I just have the urge to take a little sip. Good. I was just about to ask, have you got a chance to leave them some liquor yet? Yeah, that's definitely that's a common thing. So I'm feeling like a lot of smoke around me. So I'm going to burn some more incense. Make sure y'all like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Oh, I don't got my skull. That's what it is. That was missing. He said I'm gonna burn some more too. Yeah, definitely do that. How's everybody feeling? It's been a few weeks since I've been live, so I know y'all missing me. I can't speak on what we doing, that shit better. You thought that you call me like it, I'm ahead of you. You tryna rap and you get cute, they gon' be mad at you. These spirits got me moving real slow. Whoever this is. So I'm gonna be definitely connecting with some of her ancestors tonight. I'm gonna go back and look at what her question was.
really quickly. Okay, so she wants to know more about her spiritual gifts and in far as her spiritual development. Then she wants to know if one of her ancestors who came through for her. She wants to know um hold on. Cause basically she wants to get over her fear of like seeing things on her spiritual journey. So I'll just say this. I'll put it like this because I feel like I've grown a lot on my spiritual journey. But what I can say is don't rush it because it's almost like once you see certain things, you can't unsee it. And it's not really more of a scary thing or a scary fear factor. It's not really like that. It's just sometimes once things are being revealed to you, it's hard to accept it for what it is. Like you might see things about people in your life, you might not want to hear it. Um, it's not always negative things that you see, but I will say this: don't be afraid if you're seeing like shadow figures and stuff like that. I would say feel the energy and ask yourself, does it feel negative? Does it feel positive? Does it feel draining? Um, and kind of go from there. But like when it comes to seeing things on your spiritual journey, 9 times out of 10, if you're on this journey, you've already seen and sensed things, like sensed spirits or sensed energies, paranormal activity and things like that. But something I have learned on my journey is if spirits are coming to you, it's for a reason. That was one of the biggest things I learned. If they're coming to you, it's for a reason. Um, Mostly it's because of your gifts, but it could be other things as well. So it's just more about getting, it's not like, it shouldn't feel like an unfamiliar thing. It should be something that you become comfortable with, you know? So I think the longer that you have fear of what you can see is gonna, you're only prolonging certain lessons or certain messages from coming through. Okay, so you don't want to be blocked in that aspect, and I think that's more of like the crown chakra, third eye chakra energy. So I would say be mindful of those chakras and make sure you're constantly working with them because yeah, overactive throat chakra, that can cause hallucination. Not throat chakra, third eye chakra, that can cause hallucinations. It can cause you overreacting, jumping the gun, thinking too soon, speaking too soon. um it's like with the overactive third eye chakra, it's like everything's an illusion, but it's like you have to be careful what you play into, if that makes sense, because things aren't what they seem. Usually with the overactive third eye chakra, you're misreading shit. um so I would say be mindful of that. And then it could also be an underactive third eye chakra. So I would honestly say I think I'm picking up for you more of an underactive third eye chakra. So just take note of that and keep working with your amethyst. But you can also use like lapis is a good one. Um which other one would be good? Any blue crystal, honestly. So turquoise. Um Which others? I'm picking up like lepidolite. That's a really good one. I love that stone. I don't carry those anymore in my store, but I may get some in a couple weeks. She said, I'm excited, feeling good. Oh, that's true. That makes sense. Sometimes I do overthink and overreact. Shirley said, revelation happens in stages. That's true. She said, the dream I had, things are not as they seem. Yeah, so I think even when you're learning to like meditate and things like that, you cannot fear what you're going to see because it's almost like meditation is about seeing things. Like that's kind of the point. Slowing your thoughts down, getting in tune with your breath, your breathing, just being one with your own energy. And so if you think about it, a lot of people just move throughout life day to day. It's just one thing after the next, one thing after, never stopping to really sit in the energy, sit in your emotions, and really kind of be aware of how you're feeling. So you can't be fearful or afraid or anything like that. I think sometimes that's also something that comes with leaving Christianity. It's almost like when you start to learn more about a new spiritual path or whatever, it can almost feel scary because it's been demonized, you know? Like our traditions have been demonized. And so I think that's also a factor. So just keep working through those limiting beliefs. Like when it comes to spirituality or your journey or whatever, keep working through those beliefs because there's nothing evil about this. The only thing that would make it evil is if you're using your energy for bad things. That's the only thing evil. Now, if you're working with low vibrational spirits and you're just doing low vibrational things, then yeah, maybe be afraid of what you see. But I feel like whatever you're going to see now, if you're focused on your healing and your shadow work, what you're going to see now is really going to be about you, more of a mirror to you, the things that you might be hiding or the things you may be fearful of, or just like insecurities or whatever the case may be. So just definitely stick with the meditation. Let me get the music back started. I kind of went off on a tangent. Shirley said that's a great point, June. Meditation is about seeing. Yeah, because it's like once you get to a certain point within your meditation, you will be able to see things like, and it's different for everybody. Some people may see a vision. Some people may see a number, a word. They may see a face. So you just have to be on your P's and Q's, like remembering your dreams, remembering to write your dreams down and stuff like that. All right, so get the music back started. What's today's date? The 11th. What time is it? 8:32. Okay. So question number 1. More insights. Okay, first question. Spirit, what are more insights into her spiritual journey? Spiritual gifts, I'm sorry. Second question. Why is her mom still latching? So why is her mom still holding on to her so tightly in the spirit realm? Okay. If she won't fuck, I won't make her. I don't like bitches with makeup. If she want titties, I pay for them. Okay. Get out of there when I wake up. I pass the bar, I don't lay up. I'm a big boss, I gotta say so. They'll whop you down if I say so. Dracos on Dracos on Dracos on Dracos. Fathers on fathers on fathers. I just bought me some new water. With a nigga trainer, shout out new water. I made a promise my niggas gon' ball. All that the paint, turn my name to John Wall. Getting out trees like a leaf in the fall. Find a new plug and we taking them all. Pull up in a brand new bitch truck. Hop out fresher than a mentor. Little nigga put them big on. All I gotta make is run off. Get a nigga blown to a wall. Cross a nigga up high sauce. Ooh, I got a man, my fault. Talking about the shit that I bought. Popping these birds out, they turn to a savage. On the rest up in the mattress. On the rest up in the hatchet. On the rest up in the soup. Popping these birds out, they turn to a savage. On So I'm gonna shuffle the music, and we're gonna kind of tap into the energy, see who steps forward.
Who is Les Mills?
Okay.
Les Mills is a mindset 60 minutes away from.
So the first question is, more insights into your spiritual gifts. Shirley said, Jew, how are you? You good? Yes, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. My client said, oh, yeah, I meant to ask if you were good also. I'm doing good. Doing really good. Yeah, just hear this. Does my camera look foggy? Let me know. So are you sure you want to ask that spiritual gifts question? Because I feel like we ask that all the time. Which is nothing wrong with that. Maybe we can ask more insights into what the energy over the next 3 months is going to be for you. I think that would be even better. So you can kind of know what energy to expect. Yes, let's do the energy. Okay, cool. This way I can kind of know how I can help you over the next couple months. So this is Exposure by Drum. I have a tarot card off this song. It's a fire sign, air sign card. So I'm burning some chamomile for you. That's what I'm picking up. All right. Y'all ready? I was just talking about the crown chakra, third eye chakra, like mental confusion, feeling like kind of hesitating on certain things. I'm gonna pray over your cards really quickly.
Now, James, bring on those babies. Okay, this is
Whoa, this music is screaming. Did you fucking hear that? Hold up. They already cutting up. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I feel like this one's ready to put on the show. That's interesting. Whoever's stepping forward. I said, what the song say? Y'all watch, everybody watching this. Let me start over. Trying to make sure y'all can see. Lighting is good. Okay. Can y'all see? Somebody was calling me. Okay, thank you, ladies. Okay, so this one wants to put on the show. All right, so Spirit, what do you mean by that? You want to put on? I don't even want to ask. I just. Okay. I'm getting hot though. Okay, Spirit, is there somebody who wants to step forward for her? Is there a positive ancestor who wants to step forward? Not the fire, and I just got to saying I feel hot. Who is this that's in my frequency that wants to step forward for her? Ooh. It's an aunt. It's an aunt. She said a wet pussy and a dry pocketbook don't make no sense. The women in your bloodline are present and speaking. Self-respect is essential. Divine feminine. You hold the power. Stop giving it up for free. Self-love needs improvement. Well, that was loud and clear, but this is an aunt. She's dark-skinned. If this is the woman we was talking about earlier, this is exactly who you was wanting to talk to earlier. This is definitely an aunt. Southern for sure. Southern lady. Very classy. So is this Aunt Kat? Does she like to dress up? Because like I said, this is a very classy, beautiful lady. Very well put together. Is this Aunt Kat? Write a petition. She didn't dress up all the time. Well, she's appearing dressed up. Yeah, Spirit, this is Aunt Cat. Yes or no? This spirit wants to communicate. Yes, this is her. Literally. So was she abused in her life? Because she's talking about abuse. But air element card, which is funny because like I said, she wants to communicate with you. So yes, this would be her. This would be your aunt. So crazy. I told you, every time we start thinking about somebody, they're in our frequency, and that's exactly what that means. So let's see what's going on with her, and let's see what she wanted to say, because she's very, this is how she is showing up now. Okay. Let me turn on my fan because I'm hot. Way in the sky? That's air. Fly to flight. Bitch so pretty, look better than Cassie. So yeah, this is her. I feel like she didn't really get to kind of express herself like with her clothes. So I feel like this could definitely be the one who's trying to get you to like switch it up and things like that. Okay. Communication. So she wants you to write a petition to her. She's speaking on dreams and awareness. She is speaking on your level of awareness. She's come to you a couple times, but you're not remembering it. So yeah, she's trying to communicate, but she says write her a letter, communicate with her. It's like she wants you to kind of gather with her. So sharing information, gathering information, recording human events via writing, logic, where's the feelings. So she does want you to tap more into that water element. So she is speaking on your self-love and your psychic abilities. Yeah, so this is third eye. Purple. These letters are kind of purple, but yeah, she's speaking on the self-love, okay? She said she did look nice when she did dress up. And she would be hot a lot like me. So that's why I said I feel like I'm hot. Like, what's tea? Like, it's hot in here. So yeah, this is the same energy. The one with the wings. Did you hear that on the song? The one with the wings. So she's definitely got her wings. Whatever that means. I ain't letting no fuck nigga holding me back. Lord, I almost don't want to tell you this, but I gotta tell you what she's saying. So she does want you to keep your options open with dating. I'm not trying to laugh, but it's like she has such the sassiest attitude. Because it's like this stale look on her face. Like she's standing her ground. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the energy of, I said what I said. Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me, boo? That's literally what it's giving. So she's definitely saying like, never settle. I think that's been a constant message for you. Like, keep your options open until you're committed, fully committed. It's funny because the commitment card, I had cut the deck in the commitment card. I have to show it to you, but it's like a relationship commitment kind of card, like tying the knot. Let me show you. But she wants you to choose wisely. It's almost like she's saying you still like have this lack energy when it comes to dating, and you don't have to. And she's speaking on even with like her, how she didn't always really get the opportunity to dress up. I'm kind of feeling like Here's the card right here. But I'm kind of feeling like she couldn't because like her finances. But she's saying that, let me ask her. What is your message as far as the self-love? What is your message for her? What's your message for self-love? Because I feel like she wants you to kind of embody what she's giving now, which is very feminine, heels, tights, but showing your legs a lot, okay? Like showing your legs. She has like this like, well, of course 90s, because I was about to say it's like an older kind of ancestor, but it's like a 90s kind of style. That's the way to say it. What's your message for her, Aunt Cat, regarding her self-love? She don't want to talk with that deck. But yeah, she does want you to show your legs. She says you have nice legs. To fly in the sky. Okay. 3-piece. Ooh, ah. Okay. All right. Yeah, but she says don't settle. You don't have to. She's speaking on, though, you've made some improvements. Made a lot of improvement. Shirley said sundress season with them legs out. You hear me? But yeah, she says don't settle. She does want you to kind of get every. This sounds like the same message that your last ancestor, Jerome, said. Promise that I would do what it takes to make you. So yeah, she's just kind of. So she's. It's like I don't want to say it because I know you found like you found somebody you like that you've been dating, but she's speaking on finances, okay? Does that make sense? So do you have a question for her while she's here? She came in hot. She got a lot to say. Literally came in hot. She said, yes, I get it and it makes sense. Okay. Is she okay? So I'm feeling like this one here is elevated because she's talking about wings and all of that. So I kind of feel like she is okay. But we can ask her. So Aunt Cat, if you're not in the best state, and give me a reverse card. Give me a reverse card if you're not in the best state. So how are you doing, Aunt Cat? How are you doing in the spirit realm? Just come to me. How are you in the spirit realm? Trust. Okay, so this is a reverse card. I feel like, because this is like an air sign card. This is an air sign card in the reverse. So I feel like something is like with her breathing. So how did she pass away? Because I'm getting like a restriction of the breathing kind of energy. If you see this woman, she's like standing at the water. Look, the wings. The wings. Look at the wings. I was just saying this. But it's like she's standing on this mountain and it's like the sunlight. You see the sunlight coming down? She said she died suddenly. So, did you guys not know how she passed away? She had a massive heart attack. Wow. So does that cause like breathing issues? Issues with breathing? So how are you doing in the spirit realm, Aunt Cat? Okay. Protection was reversed. So that's not necessarily... Okay, so let me see what she's saying. Because we have these butterflies again. So it's like heavy emphasis on wings. doing this spirit realm? Let us know. Fertility, inner strength, sexual abuse, unhealed emotional and sexual trauma, distorted realities, nobody protected you. Okay, so what's going on with her? She has been in your frequency. She's not in the best. She's not in the best energy, but I just feel like because there's like a. I'm just gonna say low vibrations. Let's just kind of put it like that. But I feel like it's due to her own trauma that she experienced in her life, her own codependency. So tell me a little bit about her. Was she married? Did she have kids? This gives me a person who does not trust people. Because you get trust in reverse, protection in reverse. So you get the sexual abuse card that says no sense of self, denial, abuse, distorted realities, therapy. And remember that abuse card came out and I said she's speaking on abuse. So what's that about? Wow. So Shirley said, wow, I'm not sure if it would or not. Shirley said, yes, it does cause issues with breathing. Your heart literally attacks your body. Wow. Wanda said, shortness of breath is a side effect of congestive heart failure. Wowzers. So yeah, it's like a cutoff of that. She was married. Okay, so do you remember the man? Well, he would be your uncle. So like, what was he like? Because I'm not getting like a good man. And this could have been a person who abused her before. So let me ask her, how does she feel about her husband? So Spirit, how did you feel about your husband before you passed away? Crashed out. She felt like he had like substance abuse issues. How did you feel about your husband when you were alive? Family secrets. She didn't feel like he was like somebody who could be trusted. Yeah, she said he drank a lot, but am I fucking cap? He drank a lot, but he worked. Look at this briefcase, suit and tie. But then you got this cup that's spilled over. Am I fucking cap, man? So I do feel like she's speaking on this. She feels like she would have chose a better partner. So what she's saying is don't end up in a commitment with somebody that, for one, somebody that's not your friend is what she's saying. Is somebody who is not financially stable. Okay, so she's saying keep your options open. She said, yep, he probably stepped out on her. So Spirit, was your husband faithful to you or unfaithful? Snake, he was unfaithful. But she knew it. She had a very strong intuition. Definitely. She was, I would say she was spiritual in the sense of just had a strong intuition. And the crazy part is, what she's saying is, she had the option to be with him or not. It wasn't like anybody forced her to be with him. It's something that she chose to do, and it backfired for her. Like, she feels like she chose the wrong person. So that's her message to you. Don't choose the wrong person, because this here is a pregnant woman, okay? Then you get a fertility card, right? So what she's saying is, if you want the baby, it has to be with somebody that is already where they want to be in life. Because you'll need to be focused on your feminine traits and qualities. So you won't need to necessarily be focused on working and doing all of this stuff. Like, you want that type of marriage, okay? But she's saying, I'm sorry, but she's saying like that fucking for free stuff is, and she's not saying prostitute or anything to sell your body. But what she's saying is a wet pussy and a dry pocketbook doesn't make any sense. So she's saying hold yourself to a higher standard. Expect more. Be less understanding is what she's saying. And this is just coming from her own experiences and her own traumas. She was also sexually abused, and so she's bringing up like trauma bonds and her own codependencies. Like, she was codependent, I feel, on this man for money. Yeah, I feel like she was codependent on this man for money, and she just doesn't want you to get in the same situation, okay? So I'm going to ask her how she feels about the person you're currently dating. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Concerned female ancestor. Am I capped? It's an older, dark-skinned woman. And look, you never told me if your aunt was dark-skinned. Because look. This is her when she was in her prime. This is her when she was older, okay? It's crazy because it even looks like the same woman. So it's a lot of feminine energy. She's concerned about you and your self-love. And she just doesn't want you to backtrack, okay? She is dark-skinned and her name is Carolyn. Wow. Well, this is her. Wow. What the? What? Carolyn? Bro. I'm not gonna do this with y'all. Cause wait a minute. Hold up. Her name was what? Carolyn? Look at this motherfucking card. Aunt Caroline? Bro. So where was she from? Because this is like a Memphis kind of in this energy, Arkansas, Tennessee kind of energy I'm picking up. I would say do more family tree stuff for sure, because you definitely have some ancestors that are outside of North Carolina. And also think, you guys, about like the Great Migration and how like a lot of blacks moved. When you start to kind of piece that family history together like that, like, you know, my family moved from this state to here, and we have, you know, relatives here. Some people are in Chicago, some people went to California, some people went to Tennessee, some people went to Oklahoma. That's kind of what I'm picking up, is kind of what she's kind of putting down. So I would definitely say do more history, do more research on your family history, because you have a rich heritage for sure. Okay? But here we are again. It's another ancestor who is not elevated. And it's kind of like when I first started like doing the ancestor readings, it was kind of like disheartening, because our whole lives we're taught like heaven or hell. That's it. And it's just like, that can't be the reality. It can't be the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows until you die, but it's almost like it doesn't, to me, it don't add up with what these spirits are saying. Excuse me. It just don't add up to me. So, right, it just can't be the reality. Yeah, and it's so crazy because like I say this in every ancestor reading, but it's almost like the energy that the spirit passes away in is the energy that they're in the afterlife. And to my understanding, it's not a permanent thing being in a low vibration, because there are things that your descendants can do for you to help you raise your vibration, as we know, leaving them offerings and speaking about their life, telling their stories, and just keeping their name alive. That does uplift them. You know, we talk about the movie Coco all the time. And so it's the same thing here. And it's like, this spirit hasn't been talked about for a minute. Okay? Which is why she wants you to communicate with her. She wants you to write a petition to her. So with the petition card, it's not necessarily always a petition, but she wants you to write. So I'm going to take this as more of a releasal for her. Okay? So she's speaking on her sexual abuse. So you can release that for her. Unhealed emotional and sexual trauma, you can release that for her, because she's in your frequency. And so these are things that are also like you're carrying along as well. Okay? For her to be latched on you. And with this pregnancy card in the reversed, like she's trying to tell you something, you know, with that in reverse. My other aunt told me today she's been dreaming about her a lot. This would make sense with all, because you got a dream card that had came out, but I had put it back in. Look, the crown chakra card. but it was the spiritual training ground card that came out. So, you know, when I was telling you, like, she's been coming to you in your dream, but you ain't been remembering. You ain't been remembering. Like, she's come to you. I heard her say 3 times. She says she's come to you in your dreams 3 times. But she wants to be, like, in nature. Like, this is her element. So I don't know if she was an earth sign or a fire sign. She could have also been an air sign as well, because you get this card. But I take this as communication. I remember she came to me before my dad passed. Okay, so this was, look, shadow dance, shadow figures, hallucinations, altar, redirect the energy, be firm, lingering, offerings. So yeah, she's definitely in your frequency, okay? She was a Pisces. Well, this would make sense with the water. And we love nature. Pisces love nature. So it's a lot of nature cards. But with them coming up in the reverse, that's not the best thing. And then here it says, where's the imagination dream? It was another card. Hold on. With water. Because you got water here. So this is a woman literally at the water. Yep. So do you have any more questions for her before I send her back to the spirit room? Because we asked how's she doing. So she wants to release her. People keep calling me. Damn. Look. Who's pregnant? Fertility, Pisces. Did she tell me what the energy is? Hold on. So the energy is not the best. You need to do a releasal for her. She's not in the highest vibration, but she's telling you where she wants to be, the energy she wants to be in. She wants to be more of in her feminine, like her divine feminine is what I'm hearing. So it's a difference between feminine energy and divine feminine energy, okay? So she's saying, so the way that she's wording it is like divine feminine energy is when you're superior to men. Okay? She is not playing. So she's saying when you know you're superior to men, when you know and you can demand anybody's energy, anybody's attention. Okay? So she's saying you need to work with the divine feminine energy a little bit more, okay? So it's like she's trying to teach you how to be, but it's like she's not really fully there yet. See, because this like the way that she's appearing here is kind of like rags. She has on kind of rags. But the way she really wants to dress is like how she dressed when she was younger. So if you can find a picture of her when she was a young woman, I'm pretty sure that she would have at least one picture where she was like dressed up in a dress with her legs crossed. If you can get that and put it on your altar, that would be great for her. Because she does want to kind of tap back into the energy of when she was a young woman. Because she's saying she made the wrong decision. She chose the wrong man. And it's like, it just feels like her life, I don't want to say it feels like it was in vain, but it's like she wasn't pleased. Like when she died, she wasn't happy with the way that her life ended and the way that it played out for her. So that's really kind of sad. It makes me a little sad because she has regrets. So I feel like this is a message to all of us. It's like live life to the fullest. Like be selective, be picky. You know, if you're single, that's a blessing. Because if you don't have kids, that's a blessing. Not to say you never want to have them, but it's more of like it gives you time to be selfish. It gives you time to find yourself. And that's what she's saying divine feminine energy is. Knowing yourself, finding yourself. Once you find yourself, though, you have to stay firm in the boundaries that you set. You have to stay firm in the commitments that you made to yourself. So that's more important to her, okay? Her choosing the wrong man is definitely something a real woman would say. Yeah. And this is definitely like a very strong minded person. I feel like she lived her life a lot in her masculine energy. So she's trying to kind of urge you to take a different route. Okay? Girl, just believe, I promise. Let me ask if she proud. Is she proud of you? Don't let no one change your mind. Did you hear that? I love this though, because she's just stepping forward, letting you know that you're loved. Okay? And you have another ancestor stepping forward that really wants to like assist you. But she does need assistance herself, you know? So she does want sweet tea as well. The Arnold Palmer. So let me ask her, what does she admire about you? Because what she's latched on to you. Let me ask her, why are you latched onto her? Like, is it something you admire about my client? Your niece? Do you admire anything about her? Ooh, cards flying. Let's see what this is. Blessings. So she looks at you like a blessing in her life. Willpower. Willpower. Come on now. Look at this. You got the moon in one hand, the earth in one hand. So it's like you're controlling the universe. You're controlling your universe. So she has a lot of respect for you. She just wants you to choose wisely. She wants you to live a prosperous life. And that's why she's talking about your standards. And this is not coming from a place of trying to like ridicule you or anything like that. It's more of she sees your light. She sees your strength. And she is saying thank you for finding your path, because she's saying it almost like there's nobody like in your family or anything that could venerate her or is communicating with her, talking to her, speaking with her, or anything like that. So that's a blessing to her, okay? So she's saying that you have a connection with the moon. You hear the music, you're my little baby. So she's bringing up this earth again. Look at this. So she's saying, like, you create your own reality. Like, she sees you making shit move. She sees how your universe is changing off from being strong and having inner strength and inner wisdom, inner light, okay? So she does admire that about you. I love that. She says she sees you working hard and she doesn't want you to lose your willpower. Pretty much is what I'm hearing. She said, I love her too, always did. It's true, I'm the only one on this path. It's sad because it's like, I know this isn't everybody's path. So it's like, what happens to the ancestors who don't have anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, So let me ask her, is there anybody else that's helping that can help her? Well, no, I'm not about to ask that. Because I don't think it matters. She's kind of already said that no. But look, you see these circles? Circles. So this is beautiful. Any final words? Any words of advice that you have for her, Spirit? Any words of advice? She's saying be more, just own it. She's saying own it. Be happy for the life that you're living. She looks at you like you're living luxury. So I don't know, are you living luxury? Like is the house that you live in paid for? Is the car paid for? It's giving like you're stable, but you may not see it like that. She's saying you're a lot further than she was at your age. So I kind of feel like she probably gave a lot of her energy up to a man, taking care of a man, taking care of kids or something to that extent. So she does want you to like own. Look at this woman in these cars. She's alone. So she wants you to value your alone time. Is what she's saying, okay? She says, so that's the second time I've heard work with the moon. Yes, she's telling you this. And I know for a fact one of your other ancestors said the same thing. She said the house is paid for. I want to do better. Ma'am, you know how much you can do when you ain't got to pay rent? So that's like she's saying you got to look at your life, look at your universe, look at your world. You got to make shit move. Don't sit around. And this is why she looks up to you, because she's saying like you make shit move just from your mind, from your prayers, from your affirmations. So she's saying you make shit move. Everything that you've gotten in your life is because you've manifested it, whether it be good or bad. So she's saying keep that in mind, that your words hold power and your mind is powerful. Okay? So it's all about how you look at stuff. You got to change your view and your point of view, how you view a situation, to really see how blessed you are. So she does look at it like, you're blessed. You're a lot further than she was. Okay? She says she's absolutely correct. So yeah, that's the message from your aunt. Let me ask, does she want any offerings or anything like that? She did mention Arnold Palmer, so the sweet tea with the lemonade. And she's saying just sit, have a drink with her, talk with her. Just talk like normal, you know what I'm saying? Like that does actually help, Shows that, yes, she does make things move, probably, even when she doesn't realize it. Well, yeah, she, literally, that's what she's saying. It's like, you gotta look at yourself like that, boss. You gotta know you're that girl, okay? Don't compare yourself to nobody. Nobody's fucking with you, is what she's like saying. That's the energy you gotta have. People will tell you that's being egotistical or that's being cocky. Well, if you don't fuck with yourself and you don't love yourself and when you look in the mirror and you ain't like, damn, I'm that girl, then nobody else will. Just the reality. So any more questions for her before we... Oh, what offerings? Sure. So Aunt Kat, do you want her to leave you any offerings before she goes? family secrets. It's the same card that already came out. Water sign. Now we got a man trying to come through. Quit breaking my heart. So she, you know how like your dad was saying, I feel like this is your dad trying to come out. So I would just say he's saying hello. Dad, we are not about to start yapping with you. But you know how your dad was talking about like not getting your heart broken again and things like that? This is the same advice coming from her. So this is, I would take this, you know what I'm saying? Hear that? Take my time. Go with the flow. Can't get too involved. Come on. Come on. Come on. Like, am I capped? So this is the second ancestor, literally. Gullah Geechee roots. Come on now. You know who this is. So it's the same message. It's just like, not to necessarily hurt anybody, but Spirit is saying keep your options open. Don't be too damn excited to commit to nobody. Because when I say committing to the wrong person can literally feel like jail. Okay? So if you're going to settle down with somebody, that person needs to like really